Hello everybody, my name is Solo, welcome back to the channel, and today we're back on FNTD. I didn't do this on the same day because, to be honest with you, in full clarity, the fact that this was basically just, like they said, oh, it's a big update, I call BS. And the reason why I said it, the reason why I call BS is because you want to see what the only new unit that was added was? Here you go. That's the only new unit that was added. No decent amount of units, no new game modes. They added, luckily, finally, they added 1.5 times and 2 times speed. There's now the exclusive unit here. You can now save game in boss raids. There's now a starter pack in the shop, which, yeah, has the fan in it. Also, 2 times speed, by the way, is a item, by the way, if you guys weren't aware. So you can only go to 1.5 times speed if you don't have the 2 times speed item. There's now a counter on the soul summon. There's quote-unquote SFX improvements and bug fixes and more, but it's a big update, guys. See, and the big thing that, I think the biggest thing that they did is they brought back PvP. PvP is now open again. So now you have ranked. If you guys can't see over here, I am bronze 1. I did do a battle. I had a guy go up against me and he absolutely got destroyed because he was using the one guys from the Christmas event, the starters from the Christmas event. So yeah, he was he got absolutely destroyed because I put down my my Freddy, and my Freddy absolutely destroyed him. But yeah, of course, I think this week they were too busy taking down modded FNTDs to actually put together units. I will commend them for bringing in 2 times speed, even though 2 times itself is an item that you have to buy. So everybody who cannot buy 2 times speed is going to be stuck with 1.5 times speed, which isn't bad, but it's not the greatest either. And again, we can talk about player decline and the fact that the reason why a lot of players are not wanting to play is because they very much feel like the devs are not really adding a lot of content to the game. And anybody who says that, I kind of agree with. Again, like I said in the modded video, if your priority is to take down modded stuff, how much time are you spending on taking down modded things to the point where your game is gonna suffer and not have as much content? And we're still seeing it right now. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy playing FNTD, I do, but when you're too busy taking down modded projects that your game, you're turning around saying big update today, and the only real things that got added was 1.5 times speed and 2 times speed, and then an exclusive unit, you're not really updating the game. You're putting in tiny patches to the game and putting it all under the guise of a big update. And I know last time I said this, somebody tried to call me out saying, oh, well, they didn't say it was going to be a big update. No, in the Discord, it literally says big update today. I don't know. I don't get the thought process here. Guys, it's a big update today. We added a single unit and it took us all week. And I know this isn't the case. I know they don't take down the moddeds because of this, but imagine they were taking down the moddeds because the modded, like, the mod versions of the game have been proving that they can put out units faster than the base game, which they were doing. Like, Modded 3 was putting out units, like, at least a couple of units at least each week or so. Like, and at this point, with how Craft TD's going, Craft TD's coming out with more units than FNTD, who was established before Craft TD even came out. So, what are they doing? Like, are we, like, is this just, like, my crash out week where I just am upset over, like, a bunch of the updates this week? Because you figure SpongeBob TD, well, yes, I did get Richard. Very much felt like majority of it was a pay to win update, which, by the way, if you're gonna come after me in my comment section saying, oh, it's just a SpongeBob game, you gotta realize that I'm here to talk about people who play free to play, and if an entire update is pay to win, I'm calling it out regardless. So you can be upset all you want. It doesn't change the fact that they made an entire update about chess pay to win, making it so then, like, your 0.1% goes to a 1% because you spend money is ridiculous, and, like, makes me not want to play the game. Like, straight up. And then you have other developers who are brand new. Like, I commend the people at Craft TD. Like, I've been critical about some Craft TD, like, updates, don't get me wrong. But, like, they have proven that they can put out more units now than an established, team with, like, Hyper and those guys. Because now, this update came, like, the last 3 updates for this game have added, what, like, maybe 3-4 units? Because you figure it was update, add a unit, update, added 3 units. Yeah, so, like, 5 units in the last, like, 3 weeks. And I believe the guys over at Craft TD have at least had, like, a good, like, 12 units come out. If not, like, more or less by, like, 1 or 2. Like, it's insane how much it feels like. Also, why are these guys, like, going through the floor? I don't know, it's just insane how much these, like, developers make it, right? And then some of them just stop trying as hard as they were. Like, people have always talked about, like, different things with FNTD, but, like, very much so, like, I don't know, it feels like the actual content of the game has slowed down. Like, and it's now all about, well, oh, hey, we're doing this tiny thing or this tiny thing. Because, let's be honest, the next update is update 40, and if update 40 isn't a big update, I'm just gonna straight up say that they're just not gonna have big updates anymore. Because as it stands right now, like, while yes, 2 times, or, like, the improved speed is a good thing, I'm not saying that it's not, there's still not much that they added to the game in terms of content. Like, yeah, I know they switched around, like, music files and voice lines and stuff like that. But, like, where are the units? Where are game modes? Where are, like, decent, like, things to do besides grinding for the same units that have been sitting in there for a long time? Like, are we just gonna sit there and not, like, have things to do for, like, months on end? Like, it's kind of ridiculous. And like I said, Craft TD is, like, just breezing through. The reason why Craft TD is taking more of my time recently is just due to the fact that, like, they are making more content that is appealing. They're making more units that I actively want to try to grab. Like, I got done doing, I want to say, endless on the new snow map and I wanted to play more of it because, again, we're up to like 600 ender pearls per 100 rounds in endless, and it's not taking as long as it has been. Like, so I'm not like as upset of doing endless as I was. Meanwhile, FNTD's like, oh hey, yeah, we're changing around the music. Oh hey, we added a single character. And again, playing more modded FNTD, they've been sitting here like, mind you, again, modded 2 is never going to be on the channel again. But like modded 3, they were releasing, you know, they released the hacker update. Then they released the boss rush update. Then they were going to release the Freddy, or the like actual like endless update for the hacker event right before they got shut down. Like almost every game except for maybe, heck, even I think SpongeBob TD has been showing them up when it comes to units. Like, it just seems very much that like they had it in high gear until a certain point based on what I've heard from the audience, because you gotta remember, I came in probably right around the time they kind of slowed everything down. And now it feels like every update there's like one unit here, one unit there, or with the soul summons. I'm sorry, soul summons should have been a big thing and should have had its own banner, not like old units put into this banner for souls. It should have had its own banner. Like, not 3 new units and 2 other units from somewhere else. Like, that should have been a bigger deal than it was, but they just decided that, oh well, we're just gonna put older units in there and screw it, you know. And then of course you had the whole gift grind where you're trying to get the mimic, because the mimic is the big one that you're missing for most of these. And I'm over here like, okay, but we still have to wait until the end of the season to even get Mixer, the new unit. I don't know. It feels like a lot of the updates this week very much feel different, except for Crap TD and Poppy. Like I said stuff about Poppy's update, but again, it was also like not as great as the Crap TD update, if I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, you know dang well that Hyper and those guys had the resources and the power to literally make some cool looking units. They have the resources to do that, they just don't. And yeah, I feel like this week is just literally me just crashing out on like a lot of these higher ups, but they're not giving me a reason not to either. Like, it just seems more and more as time goes on, the more well-known, like more popular TD games are being shown as more and more lazy because they're stopping as many units as they come out with. Again, I'm not talking about SpongeBob TD. SpongeBob TD has actually been doing really good when it comes to coming out with units. You figure it came out with 8 units with the Bubble Bull, it came out with the Sea Bear and the Sea Rhino, and then it just came out with the Hash-Slinging Slasher, Richard, and Bubbles, the dolphin. Like, I'm not talking about SpongeBob. SpongeBob's actually been doing pretty good in my book when it comes to units and content in general. I think they do really well there. But FNTD, like, hold up. I wanna go back and tell you guys the last few updates. So 36 was the last time we had a decent size update, which was when the new season came out. Which came out with the new story, which was Game 8. And then that had all 6 nights. It had 7 new units. And then it had the new season pass rewards, group rewards chest, new OP bundle, new starter pack, new exclusive units, burn trap received rewards, bug fixes, and more. Okay? The update after that added Endless 8, added an exclusive unit, and then added, I believe the Princess was added during that update. Okay, so that's 2 units, right? Let's go to 38. Small update today. New tutorial, soul summon, 3 units, boss raid rewards, and now we have 39. Again, 1 unit. The save feature, and then 2 times speed. It's just, I don't know. It's weird that we have less popular game devs putting in more units and like fun aspects than we are more popular ones. I would even go as far to say that Plants Tower Defense has been more fun than playing FNTD for me. Because Plants Tower Defense feels like I'm actually earning things, whereas FNTD feels like I'm just waiting to like see the end, right? Like, the reason why moddeds are so popular is because they give people a decent amount of presents for actually playing the game. So when they get done, you know, you're excited to open a bunch of presents to try to get like a cool reward, right? Whereas with FNTD, I mean, I have 4 3-in-1, like, I don't know, it's just not super fun, you know? You know, even SpongeBob TD has been fun for me because it's been like, oh yeah, the new Bubble Bowl event. I've been able to like, you know, push through and play more of the Bubble Bowl event and do stuff with that, and that's been fun. But I don't know, FNTD is starting to just waver so much. Also, if you guys voted to have the two, like, I hate that the community had to vote on whether or not 2 times was a Game Pass / ticket. That's dumb. Like, whoever at Hyper was like, yeah, let's make it so then they had to vote whether or not 2 times is in the game, and if 2 times is in the game, we're gonna make it so then you have to buy it. Like, you can't blame that on the players either. Because, like, there's probably a bunch of people who would love to have 2 times free, but can't. Because, well, Hyper and those guys don't have enough money yet. That's the theme with this week, isn't it? It's just, it feels like everybody's trying to get more money. You know? Eventually, one day, I will get the Mimic out of a present. But sadly, that day is not today. Let's see if we get anything out of this. Oop, nope. Just more augmented endos. But yeah, enough of me ranting. It's ridiculous. I think it's dumb that they're putting all these, like, all the stuff behind paywalls. I think it's dumb that it feels like the devs are kind of getting lazy when it comes to new units. I don't know. I just leaves very much a bad taste in my mouth, and it makes me feel like that the devs realistically are just wanting people to, well, buy, right? Or like don't want the game to be fun. It's weird. But anyway, enough of my rant. If you guys did enjoy the video, as always, hit the like button. Comment down below. What do you guys feel about this update? How does it differ compared to how I feel about the update? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so then you guys never miss a video. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.